everyone, welcome back. We are back with another grocery haul. One thing I believe I got from Aldi, well, actually two things. The potatoes and the hamburger buns. We'll talk about that here in a minute because they were actually cheaper than Walmart. Everything else was at Walmart. So, y'all, this is the last of what we're doing. We do bi-weekly grocery shopping. Every other week, we just pull from what we already have in our prep pantry, our 4 deep freezers, our prep pantry here in the kitchen, our rotating pantry also here in the kitchen. We moved our shelf-stable items upstairs to make it a lot easier for us. Instead of running up and downstairs, we do that enough with just generalized freezer stuff. So right here we have Danya's root beer. That is what she's got for the rest of the month over here, off to the side here. And that's what she has left from my contribution. Her father will be coming over and dropping off his 24-pack to me and his chips that he got her as well. That way she's not spending $2 a day at school. I also have in my closet, it's already put away, so I apologize. I believe it's 12 of the ice bottles. It is the Price Chopper version of ice, the water bottles that are flavored. So I have those already in there for her as well. We've got 4 jars of salsa, pretty much a stock up, y'all. But it's also for snacks. The kids love nacho cheese, salsa, and chips. They like it for a snack. They like it when I add ground beef and other things to it to make a meal as well. So we got 4 jars here, trying to get stocked up. One of the kiddos has already pulled a hamburger bun from here. I believe I still have a couple of packages of hamburger buns downstairs in my freezer. I will check on that. Cheaper at Aldi this week than Walmart. Same thing with the potatoes. Much, much cheaper at Aldi than they were at Walmart. So we have the potatoes here by a couple of bucks, honestly. These were less than $4 for 10 pounds. So when I talk about stocking up on meals, here's what I'm talking about. One idea, and I've got another one over here for you as well. We do get the Banquet chicken patties. Now, I would suggest that you get the Banquet version versus the Great Value version because it's actually $1.50 cheaper. These were $4.25. There's quite a few patties in there. Enough for my kids to have at least 2, maybe 3 meals, depending on how many chicken patties they eat. 2 would be a tops out for my kids. Normally, I'm cutting them back to 1 to not only sustain that. That's a serving size, y'all. They really don't need 2 chicken patties. If you think about it, you're going to school, you only get 1 chicken patty and whatever the sides are. At home, they should be doing the same. They are really growing teenagers, very tall teenagers. 2 out of 3 of them are. But I need to kind of cut their portions back as well because otherwise they're just going to eat me out of house and home. And they've already been doing that. So we're cutting portions back and giving them proper portions. My kids aren't starving. So 1 chicken patty to go on the bun. Now here's what we do, y'all. I always preach about not running to the fast food restaurants. And a lot of people don't have a lot of time to cook. These chicken patties, I throw them in my air fryer at 400 degrees for 6 minutes. I throw them on top of the hamburger buns. Put your own mayo on there, your own shredded lettuce, and guess what? You have a McChicken at home. So much cheaper, okay? So much cheaper. Then we cut up a couple of potatoes. I allow the kids, for the big potatoes, they have 1. If the potatoes are smaller, they can have 2. We do peel our potatoes. My kids don't like the outside of the potato. We slice them up, we deep fry them, and they have a side of fries, home fries, to go with their McChicken sandwich. And if you want, you can add cheese, you can add pickle, you can add whatever else. I've got all the condiments in the fridge. That is 1 meal. Over here, we'll talk about another meal here in a minute. I bought another box of trash bags for stock up. I do have quart size and also, whoops, there goes the police again. Y'all, I live on the 911 route. I mention this all the time. It seems like every time I do a video or every other time, the police are going by, an ambulance is going by, a fire truck, or a first responder. So, apologize, but, you know, they got to do their work too, and I appreciate them, but they're always running by us because I live on the 911 route. So, we do have the snack bags, and that's the section off chips. You'll see that here in just a minute. And we also have quart-size bags that I need to section some things off and throw them into the freezer. Not a very big fan of Ziploc bags. Unless it's going to be in there 30 days or less, I will not put them in there because they do get freezer burn. Big old pack, 4 count of paper towels. This is usually just to wipe down my countertops or any kind of little tiny mess that any of my chihuahuas may make. Hopefully they don't. 3 of them are in diapers. full-time in the house, but one of them is fully potty trained. So we have that. We already still have some ham, so this is another 2-pack of ham. The reason I like these versions of the ham in the little containers like this is they're already vacuum sealed, so I'm gonna throw both of them in my freezer. And as we need a pack, I can pull a pack out of here. And honestly, I'll reuse these containers as Tupperware for leftovers. No joke. So that will go in the freezer. That's a stock up. Here's another meal that I'm talking about when I say stocking up on meals. We have 2 of the chicken Alfredos. 2 cans of chicken here. Now this other can of chicken is actually a stock up. So just look at the 2 Alfredos, the 2 cans of canned chicken, and the 2 penne pasta. We make our own chicken Alfredo at home. We don't spend $6.99 for a little 7-ounce bowl that Domino's makes for chicken Alfredo. That is absolutely insane and ridiculous. If you all are to look at your takeout budget and really honestly look at your checks that you either, not checks, bank account or your debit card statement, find out really what you're spending versus what you think you're spending on takeout. You'd be really shocked on how much more groceries you can literally buy. And I know groceries are expensive, inflation, money doesn't get you very much when it comes to groceries, but you can buy more meals. For example, $2.50 for this, $4.50 for this, so $2.50 plus $4.50, that's $4, $5, $6, that's $7. 1 box of penne noodles, just under $8 bucks. It's 92 cents. So let's just say $8. $8 for this won't even give you a McDonald's value meal large, okay? Like a Big Mac with large fry and large drink. This will go so much further than actually running through the drive-through. Many times we always hear people say, well, I don't have time. I got work crazy hours. Y'all, I warm this up in literally 5 minutes on the stove. I drain the canned chicken. I only use 1 per meal. It's 12 ounces. I drain it. I make sure that's all like shredded up. It's already shredded up, but I kind of make it even finer. I put it into the Alfredo sauce. That cooks in 5 minutes. This cooks in approximately 8 to 10 minutes. So while this is warming up and this is boiling and cooking, let's just say 10 minutes for this, and this is cooking at the same time, which is 5 minutes. So literally in 10 minutes, I got a meal. I go down, I grab one of my French breads from the freezer. I slice it in 12 slices. We're talking about the French bread that you get at Walmart that used to be $1, that's now $1.47. I slice it in 12 equal slices. I slather a mixture of butter and garlic salt on them. I throw them in the oven. Sorry, that's freezer. The oven. Pull them out a minute before they're done. And if you want cheesy garlic toast, add some mozzarella, throw it back in there for about another minute. Again, it's at 350 degrees. For another minute, pull it out, and you got cheesy garlic toast, 12 slices for $1.47 versus buying it at Walmart for $2.50 in the frozen food section, and you only get 8 slices. It freezes well too. I've been known to slice them up, pre-slice them, not cook them, just pre-slice them. Slather the butter garlic mixture on there. Add a little bit of the mozzarella cheese. Put them on a cookie sheet, on parchment paper, or I use a silicone baking mat so I can reuse that over and over again. That cuts the cost of my parchment paper down, way down. Flash freeze them overnight for about 6 to 8 hours, and then put them in a Ziploc bag, and then pull them out and cook them and bake them as I need them. Again, very much cheaper. Anyways, that meal is so much cheaper, even with garlic toast on the side, for an entire family versus 1 large Big Mac meal at McDonald's. So, yes, we're stocking up on meals because it is really hard to stock up as a prepper right now. We're all going through the same things that everyone else in public is going through. We are depleting our stockpiles off and on because we're trying to save money as well. But then we have to do what everybody else is doing. We have to restock. And when we restock, we're paying the same price as everybody else is. So, just letting you know, that's what I got for that. So, this one is the 2 pastas, the 2 sauces, and 1 2-pack of chicken. Those make 2 separate meals for everybody in the house, with the exception of me. I don't eat that. But this other pack of 2 chicken is going into the prep pantry. So we have that. I told you about the paper towels, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. And then I got 4 bags of chips. Now, I was going to talk to you about the chips here in a minute. My mom went ahead and ordered something. It'll be here hopefully by this week sometime. She ordered the powder flavor stuff that goes on the Takis. Y'all know these teenagers loving their hot chips. They're expensive. A 20-ounce bag of Takis cost me $5. These 13-ounce bag of tortilla chips are $2.50 a bag, and I got 4 of them. Part of them is for the salsa and the nacho cheese dip I have. The other bag, I think I'm going to take 1 bag. Well, actually, I'll take 2 bags for that. 2 bags will be for Danya and Jessica, who like the hot chips. She got the actual recipe to make homemade Takis at home. That's at Takis. That's not to be accidentally known as taquitos, okay? Because I always say taquitos. I don't know why. I'm meaning Takis. Taquitos are those little rolled corn tortillas with the chicken or beef and cheese and all that in it. But Takis. She bought me the flavor stuff on Amazon. As soon as it comes in, I will get the link to it and I will put it in that video. And we're going to make our own homemade Takis. Now, these are corn chips, I believe. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're flour. I don't know. Have to look. But we're going to go ahead and spice them up with that and turn this bag into a Takis bag of chips versus the $5 that I'm paying. And yes, it's 20 ounces that I'm paying. I know it's 17 ounces that I'm paying for the $5 bag, but it's still too much when it comes to how fast Donnie and Jesse are eating those. So that is what we have for you today. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think it was $75. If I said below 75, it's not. It's $75. That's what we have for you today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you all know that you can leave it in the comment section down below. But again, if you can't stock up really big on a whole bunch of items, don't watch all the preppers out there going, okay, let's stock $1,000 today. Not everybody realistically can stock $1,000. I'm a prepper and I can't stock $1,000 in a month. I used to be able to stock quite a bit more, not with the prices going up. But take my consideration and start stocking by meals. Start getting like a couple of cans of, even if it's pasta sauce, maybe if it's spaghetti that you want, vegetarian spaghetti versus meat spaghetti. The meat is for the protein. But if you get protein pasta, it will help take a little bit of the place of the meat because meat is so expensive right now. My mother just gifted me a 10-pound roll of ground beef, and that is sitting in my freezer right now because she got me a roll because she got it on sale for $2.99 a pound. But you know, $2.99 a pound is not feasible for a lot of people right now. It sounds like it's a little bit of money, y'all, but y'all go to the store, you all start putting things in your cart, and when you get up to the front, you're all looking at it like, this ain't nothing, and how much did I just pay for all of this? So, you know, just keep in mind that cheaper meals can be done. You can still stock on a budget. Stock meals. Don't get to the point where you got a whole prepper pantry full of things and you just don't have anything to mix and match with one another. Everything is mismatched and you have no idea what to make. Start making things in meals. That's what we're going to do. Now, I do still stock up on like canned goods and stuff like that. And I'm going to start continuing to do that. Each month, I'm going to get at least a case of something. Whether or not each month, I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, this video is getting to be a mess. Each week, I'm going to stock up on a case of something. Now, this week, I didn't stock up on a case of anything, but I did stock up on 4 of the salsas, and I consider that a pretty good stock for me. I would rather have liked to have 8, but 4 was my limit for this week. Stock up on what you can, but don't stretch yourself too thin, y'all. Bills are going up. Electric's going up. Gas is going up. Gas in your house is going up. All kinds of things are going up. So don't overstretch yourself and don't think that you need to do what somebody else is doing. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. Do what you can for yourself and your family and do it smart. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and stock meals from here on out and then a case of something every single week to keep my pantry stocked up because right now we are really low again. And my kids are going through things like crazy. So if I decide to stock pasta one week, it will be 12 boxes of pasta. If I decide to stock up canned goods, it's going to be 12 cans of whatever that is in stock. So that's what we have for you today. That is what we're going to be changing. We're going to be changing to meals and then stocking up 1 case of something every week. Now, I don't have my meat schedule or my freezer schedule ready yet. When I do, I will start showing that to you and showing you what our schedule is for restocking our freezers. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Without Limits is out.